say, do you hate me? Girl, you crazy. Why you saying that? Why you saying it? But at the same time, I know where your head at, where your bread at, where your eggs at. You had a hard time. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. It's all love, just a week later.
What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video, and today I kind of wanted to do an interesting video. I actually have been on YouTube. I watch a lot of different YouTubers, people like Marine X and different survival channels and things of that nature, and I see a lot of them doing videos on what they call get home bags. So previously I actually saw a lot of people doing videos on bug out bags, and a bug out bag, the concept is that if there's ever a shit hits the fan situation, and you need to bug out, as in get as many things that you need, essentials, get out of town, find a more remote location and leave your residence and everything that you own, then that bag would have everything that you need to survive for X amount of time. Now what I've been seeing more recently is what they call a get home bag, which is different than the bug out bag because it's more so, let's say that you're out and about, and instead of trying to get away from home to a remote location, you're trying to get from that location or get from a location back home to where all your things are. So I wanted to do a video kind of putting together my concept or my idea of what a get home bag may be. So the get home bag is, like I said, it's more so of a bag that you would keep in your car or maybe keep at work. And let's say if something ever happened where the roads are shut down or you don't have a mode of transportation to get home and you need to grab your bag, get on the road, start walking, trek through the woods, wherever you have to go, and be able to get home. So I wanted to kind of put my bag together on my concept of kind of what that may look like for me, at least. So I'm going to kind of show you guys all the different items that I'll be putting in the bag and then kind of explain kind of why I have those items as well. So things you're not going to see in this video that I would have with me, or things that you would want to have with you in a situation like this that I'm not going to put in the video because they're not going to stay in the bag. Things like cash. You want to have cash. Cash is king, obviously. So if you're ever in a situation that, you know, let's say the internet is down, credit cards are not working, debit cards are not working, cash obviously can still be used. So you want to have cash with you. I'm not going to put cash in the bag. I keep cash on me. You also obviously want to have your cell phone, not to say that it will be working or it won't be working, but obviously if it is working, that's a tool that you want to have. My conceal and carry pistol stays on me wherever I go, so I'll have a mode of protection with me no matter where I am if I have this bag and if I need to use it. But yeah, I would say those are the main kind of things, extras that you're going to have on your person that you may need. But for things that are going in the bag, there's a couple different thoughts that I have. Obviously, as it comes to survival or anything of that nature, there's mainly three components. There's obviously your food, your shelter, and your water. So I'm not going to put a whole tent or any super form of shelter in this bag. My concept also is that if I'm out and about and I need to get home, first of all, my first mode of shelter would be my vehicle. But like I said, if the roads are shut down and things of that nature and you can't take your vehicle or whatever, if you need to stay warm, if it's cold or if it's something like that, the main thought would be probably to stay with your vehicle and stay warm, but that would be your form of shelter. But a secondary form of shelter obviously is our clothing. So your clothes keep you warm, and if you're on the move, if you're going back to a place, if you're walking or whatever, having an extra set of clothes obviously would be super beneficial. So in the bag, I'm going to put a secondary set of clothes for myself. And that's just right here. It's nothing too fancy. It's just a hoodie, some sweatpants, and an extra pair of socks and an extra t-shirt. So those stuff are gonna go in the bag. Next, I said water. Obviously, water is a super important thing. You need water to survive no matter what, but my plan actually is to have a life straw system in the bag. So this is a water filter system. So it's actually a water bottle with a filtered straw in it, so you can fill up this water reservoir with water and you can drink water out of this filter. So I figured this may be better to have in the bag than actual water bottles, mainly because if you're ever in a situation like that, my thought is if you're going to take a long trip or a long travel and things like that, you don't want to have a super heavy like gallon of water or a lot of bottles of water, because that's going to weigh you down and tire you out quicker, versus having something like this where you can keep it in the bag, you can keep it empty, and if you need water, you can find a water source, you can fill the bottle up, and then you'll have water as you need it. So I'm going to put this in the bag. Like I said, this is just a Life Straw water filtration system. And it's relatively simple. Like I said, it just has this water reservoir. You fill this thing up with water. It has a fill line right there. You screw this on top, and then that part is going to filter your water, and that way you can drink out of it when you need to. So I thought this was pretty cool. I think it's beneficial to have one of these just in general, but I did want to keep one of these in the bag just so I have it if I ever need it. So Life Straw filtration system, that's going in the bag. And then it also comes with this syringe. I think this is to backwash with clean water. So if you need to clean out the filter or clean out the bag or something like that, you can use this to clean it out. But yeah, so this is the whole filtration system. This is going to go in the bag as well. In terms of food, it's not going to be anything too crazy. Obviously, you can't keep like a full meal or anything like that in your bag unless you're going to keep it like freeze dried or something like that. But I just have a couple of protein bars that I'm going to put in the bag. So if you ever are out and about and you need some protein or you need some energy, you have a couple protein bars. Next, I would say the next category of things are kind of extra. They're not things that are absolutely necessary, but they're things that you would want to have if you did end up needing them. And those are tools and medical. So you guys have seen this multi-tool before. I'm not going to go in depth, but this is just a Ozark Trail, very cheap multi-tool. So this is just, you know, better to have it if you need it than not have it. So this is going in the bag. It's just a cheap multi-tool that I can leave in there and have it if I ever need it. Next thing I'm going to put in there is a knife. This is another cheap item. It's a knife I actually got from Harbor Freight, I think. And you guys may have seen the video. It's been posted by now, some EDC items, but this knife is going to go in the bag as well. I'm going to keep a flashlight in there. This is also the flashlight that I got from EDC, just a very cheap little pin light. A lighter. So a lighter is good, obviously, because it's a source of fire. So if you ever need to stay out, light a fire, or do something like that, you want to have a lighter on you. So I definitely recommend putting a lighter in most places that you have, whether you keep one in your car, keep one in your person. Having a lighter is definitely beneficial. So that's going in the bag as well. I have this tool that I picked up a while ago. This is actually more of like a survivalist multi-tool. So it has a lot of different stuff on it. So as you can see up at the top, the axe and the hammer actually split into a pair of pliers. It has a little mini axe on there, a little mini hammer, and then it has some other tools in here like a straight blade, Phillips head, a saw blade, a serrated knife, bottle opener, hex tools, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just like a survivalist multi-tool. If you ever needed to do some bushcraft or something like that, then you kind of have this chopping wood or whatever. So I'm going to throw that in the bag as well. Next item I have are actually some chem lights. So these are more so like you have them if you want to wear one around your neck, if you're looking for someone or if someone's looking for you. Let's say you're not alone and you're with a couple of other people, it makes it easier to see in the dark, things of that nature. So I'm going to throw these in the bag as well. This right here is pretty beneficial in my opinion to have in the bag. So what it is, it's a paracord bracelet. So one, it gives you paracord. Two, it has a compass on it. So if your phone's not working, but you know kind of directionally where your home is or where you're trying to go, you have a compass so you can get there. Three, it has a whistle on it. And then four, the actual buckle is flint and steel. So it allows you to also have a secondary, if it works. It may take some more oomph to put it together, but yeah, so the buckle is flint and steel, so you have a secondary source of fire if you need one. But this is like a survivalist paracord bracelet. You can find most of these items on Amazon. Nothing of them are too special, but I thought this was pretty cool to have in the bag as well, just in case, like I said, your phone doesn't work. So I'm going to throw this in the bag as well. And then the last kind of put together that's going in the bag would be my medical items. So medical items, I put together a med kit or a couple different med kits on the channel before and kind of showing you guys the main components that I like to put in them. But I'll just show you guys once again for this video. So a lot of the medical items that I consider having are primarily things like for like stop the bleed. But in terms of this bag and kind of what it's used for, there are some other items that may be beneficial to add that I'll kind of go over that I have actually in my car. So like I said, if I need this bag, more than likely this bag will be in my car. So I'll have access to those medical items as well. And I'll probably just grab that med kit off of my seat, throw it in the bag, and then I'll have all the items as well. But in this med kit, we're gonna throw some compressed gauze in there. That's more so for wound packing or for excessive bleeding or stuff like that. We'll throw some bleed stop in there as well, which is the same thing. It's a hemostatic liquid that helps slow down blood if you're bleeding profusely. And then the last main item is a CPR shield. Because like I said, I am CPR certified. If I ever need to do CPR, I want to have one of these so I don't have to make contact with the person. And then other items you may want to have in a medical kit for a bag like this, I have, like I said, in my car, but there are things like things to stop from itching. Like if you're trekking through the woods or something like that, or you come in contact with poison ivy or something that irritates your skin, it'd be good to have something like that. Me personally, I have a couple allergies, things like shellfish, peanuts, bumblebees. So I always keep Benadryl and things of that nature in my car as well. Then I have some other like smaller medical items, things like Band-Aids, things like aspirin, alcohol pads, some gloves, and all of that stuff. Like I said, I keep it in my car. So I'll grab that bag, throw it in this bag if I need it. And then those are some other medical items that you may want to consider putting in a med kit for a bag like this. But this is the stuff I'm just gonna keep on the bag in and of itself. This is more so for like bigger emergencies, obviously CPR if someone stops breathing, compressed gauze if there's like a big cut, hemostatic liquid just in case there's like a big injury and there's a lot of bleeding. So those are all things for like stop the bleed or CPR if there's like a major incident. But I do have another med kit in my car that I would throw in this bag as well for smaller injuries. And then I also have a tourniquet in my car in that bag. I would like to keep a tourniquet with this bag. I need to purchase more tourniquets because they're expensive and I have a case for it to put in the bag, but I just didn't grab the tourniquet yet. And then lastly, I guess I'll talk about the bag. This is just like a tactical bag I bought on Amazon a while ago. It's actually the same bag that I use for my range bag, if you guys saw that video. Nothing too special about the bag. It has 3 compartments, a really big compartment up here, smaller compartment, and then a bunch of pouches on the front. And then it's MOLLE attached on the sides and the front as well. And then it has bottle holders on the side, but nothing too special about the bag. The main benefit of having a bag like this, I think, especially in the instance that I'm speaking on, like a get home bag, this bag itself would live in my vehicle. So it would stay in my car. I would have it if I ever need it. But since it's a pretty big bag and I don't have like crazy amount of items to throw in it, if I ever did need to grab this bag and hit the road, I would be able to put anything from my vehicle that I wanted to keep with me in the bag as well. So things like that med kit I was speaking on, 9 times out of 10, I'll have a bottle of water with me anyway, so I can throw that in the bag. I might have a jacket with me, I can go throw that in the bag. Any of my personal items like electronics or anything valuable that I don't want to leave with the car, I can throw that in the bag as well. So I think it's pretty cool to have a bigger bag like this. Even though I'm not going to stuff it with items, I have more space to add stuff to it if I want to. And then yeah, overall I think that's about it with the bag. Like I said, the 3 main things primarily in my head: source of water, some extra snacks if you need some energy, and then an extra pair of clothes if you need it. And then I think that alone would be able to get you from point A to point B if you needed to get there. But it's nice to have some extra tools in case you need it. And yeah, overall, that's how I'm gonna set up my get home bag. I'll actually put it together real quick and then I'll kind of show you guys what it looks like packed out, and then that'll be the end of the video. Okay, so now with the bag all packed out, this is kind of what it looks like. Like I said, it's a pretty big bag for kind of what I have in it. So it's not too thick. This bag is also pretty decent because it has padded shoulder straps. It also has a strap here for the waist. And then there's another strap up here for your chest, so it's easy to carry if it does have a lot of weight in it. So going over, like I said, all the stuff I put in it. Up top, I have my main tools, so things like the multi-tools that I showed you and the compass, wristband, I have that on there. I have my chem lights here with my knife and my flashlight. On the middle compartment, I have my Life water purifier and my extra food I have in there. And then in the middle, or in the big compartment, I have my extra set of clothes. On this side, I have my medical pouch. And then on this side, I have my tourniquet holder. I do, like I said, have to add a tourniquet to this holder just to have it in there. But I need to purchase a couple more tourniquets. And then on top, I actually have a big carabiner just in case I want to stop somewhere, or if I need to hang this bag somewhere, I can do that like this. And then, yeah, so this is my kind of quote unquote get home bag. If I ever need one, this vehicle, or this bag, will stay packed out in my vehicle, so I'll have it. And then also really quick, I just wanted to say that although like it is always better to be prepared than not prepared, and have these items and have all the stuff that you need in case you ever need it, there is probably a 99.9% chance that I will never need this bag in the way that it's set up to be. But the benefit of having stuff like this at your disposal is still tremendous, because even if I don't need the bag for what it's intended for, I still have a couple other items with me that I may need. So, you know, you're out and about and you need to change of clothes. I have a change of clothes. Let's say it starts raining or something and I want to change out my shirt or my sweater. I have a change of clothes in there. If I ever need a knife or a flashlight, I have all that stuff in there. Even if I'm out driving and I just get hungry and I want a snack, I have that in there as well. So even if this bag doesn't get used for what it's intended, it's pretty cool to have in your car in case you ever need something like this, or if you ever need an item out of this bag, you can just pull it out there, you can replace it, put it back in the bag, and then you have it. But yeah, so this would be my take on the get home bag that you've been seeing a lot on YouTube. Nothing too special. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you gained some insight if you guys are thinking about putting together a get home bag or a get out of town bag or anything like that. I want to start doing more videos, kind of putting together bags and stuff like this, because that's something I enjoy. I do enjoy kind of the tactical items and then having all that stuff when you're ready. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video that I posted of my EDC items that I keep in my vehicle. If you haven't seen that video, I would definitely recommend going to watch that one, because that'll show you why, even though I have this bag, most of these items or things like this I kind of have in my vehicle already. This is just a form factor that would be easier to grab and go if I needed to. And yeah, I actually added a new addition to my car as well. I added my Doberman wants to say hi. If you can see him. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Are you good? Yeah, if you did not see that video, I definitely recommend going to watch that video. It's a lot of items in there that I keep in my car already. And I added a new bin. It's an old bin to me, but it would be new to you guys. I have a bin that I keep all of my camping items in, but obviously camping and quote unquote survival have a big relatability to them. So I actually threw that bin in my car now. Since I have a bigger car, I have a minivan, that bin is in there. And in that bin, I have a bunch of survival items. So I have a tent if I ever need a source of shelter. I have my propane tank heater in there. I have camping pillows, camping mattresses, a bunch of stuff like that in there as well. So if I ever need anything like that, that's also in my car. But yeah, overall, that's kind of the video I wanted to go over. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, hopefully you guys gained some insight. If you guys have any items that you have in a get home bag or something that you would recommend I put in this bag, give me some ideas. I would love to check them out in the comments, and then I will see you guys in the next video.